finally playing at home.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9? This will be taken in at the 1. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Damn.
Possible.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Winning every game.
You're about to see the Raiders get whooped by the Lions.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm
going to make him look like Lamar Jackson.
Wow.
Not that shit.
I'm already on a 6-game losing streak mentally.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man.
All right, what happens when I beat the Packers? Then I go on a winning streak?
Behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard.
I'm definitely beating the Chiefs, dude. I will quit Madden forever if I lose to the Chiefs.
Look at it. Look at him trying to make ultimatums.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
His 3 touchdowns are 150 yards. That's the superstar, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Come on, Glenn. Show them what the AFC's all about.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task,
Ayuk.
to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
All right, Fowler.
Second back at the 36. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team.
Gene, just so you know, you can't lose to the Titans like the Jaguars' mortal enemy.
Right.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
I don't have a stretch play in my playbook. That's crazy.
It's just me. It's just me and you.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
I'm using the Ravens, but I switched up I added like a couple of different gun formations.
A very solid gain on that play.
I figured, do what he does best.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. A look at the numbers from last week for Olsen. 3 catches, 68 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa
like 96
in there
speeds
to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
The all blue or whatever they are.
Step for step in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third
All
down,
black.
but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. Tannehill on first down. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play.
Let's go Raiders with a missed field goal.
66 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
60 Pittsburgh.
On second down.
Oh,
It's
I missed it.
Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Dude. That Mo blitz
in there to get him, and that
is
is
amazing.
sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Oh, Devin Singletary hurt on his dev upgrade day.
Oh, that's
Finally,
shitty.
the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board. In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively. Move it deep
Ruptured
into their own
disc.
territory, or if you're backed up on offense and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense.
Well, we
In
got
this
Miles
case,
Sanders under him.
Field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways.
Oh,
in
nice.
special
There's that
teams.
piece dev.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards.
2
on
half
first
sacks.
down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Jackson on first down. Catch made by Slayton. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. From the red zone now. Here's Jackson on first down. To the goal line,
Are
but
you?
it's incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of
No,
play
Glenn,
calling
you're not asked.
defensively.
Don't let him
You
think
and I
that.
often talk about an offense as a
Recognize you're a man.
It's the same shit he runs against me.
I think the converse has been
Yep.
true in this
You guys
game.
play the same D against
They
me.
seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but
All right, let's go. Chargers take the lead, 7-6. First offensive touchdown in forever.
Sammy Watkins.
Here we go.
Not
The
really.
Raiders are currently losing.
Fuck the
Raiders
Raiders.
can now take the lead with the extra point.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to
Pretty
defend a
sure
short
can't see
field.
this week.
Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Yeah, Glenn, running man is not a good
And
idea.
that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
He's got that one play that's just like stupid.
Here's
impossible
Stephon
to stop.
Diggs as he and the rest of the
The one I just
offense
scored
get
on.
ready to go again. That's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected. And they want to rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Tannehill, and now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and picked up by the Chargers.
Dante
Now he
with the
takes it
sack,
back
forced
to the
fumble, and
house.
touchdown.
It's a fumble
Dante.
recovery and a Charger touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
The
Dude,
scoop and
this is
score,
definitely the
always an
Chiefs
exciting
defense
play in
Jeremy's
football.
talking
We
about.
witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
I
And
know.
this will not
I try to
be
play
returnable.
legit.
It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
What Chiefs
The
defense?
CPU will literally pick you apart.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now they're about to come up on drive.
Yeah,
number
they
four.
have
As they
better
should.
play
Just 2
recognition.
field
Yeah,
goals on
definitely.
drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach is talking to his
Ooh.
offense coordinator. And said,
It's,
"Look, guys,
it's
let's
the
compress
wide-
this a little bit.
what is it?
I'm giving you
Nickel
4
double
downs
A
just
gap,
about every occasion.
mid blitz.
Yep.
Try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday press it a little bit. This might be the case.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson.
It's worked better than anything else I've
Just
done.
a 1-yard gain.
I guess.
So I did the DB stinky buzz. I didn't get all the way through my setup though.
Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he's able to find Diggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Here's Tannehill, and able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Oh shit.
He's going to run, but he's got a long
Oh
way to
shit.
go.
Who's that quarterback?
And he's going to get this one
He just
down to the
read
edge of
optioned
the
me
red zone.
with Ryan Tannehill for
A
27 yards.
big-time gain there on the
Yeah.
keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Not expecting that from CPU.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. On the catch, it's Crowder.
Wow.
Take the 3.
Into the end zone, touchdown.
Come on,
Green
Glenn.
Bay. Jamison Crowder.
You got
You
Russell.
get it.
You got
You're not
Russell
getting any
Wilson.
points here.
On the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here
Yeah, it
rather
is,
than
right?
down there and making that decision.
I pressed the wrong button.
No time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December
Yay,
left.
more football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Big score right there.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
Good half. Good half.
Dude, another
Double team,
tip
and it's
pick.
intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking for Watkins that time. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Tannehill now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now Tannehill.
That was the dumbest shit. If you're watching my stream, look at this.
Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return
just like
this
riding
one,
their
so
helmet
they'll
the
bring it
whole
out to the 25 on the touchback. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the 3rd quarter. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, he's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. DJ Chark.
I would like an apology from everyone in this party as soon as I finish this Oakland Raiders game.
Good punt.
Why, are you winning?
14-3.
What's time?
Third quarter, 4 minutes. There's still plenty of time, but
Pat Mahomes is not doing anything, huh?
yeah, no, I got to hold them under 200 yards so I could get both of my backers devved up.
That's nice.
Yeah, I think he only has like 30 yards.
And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
Oh, spoke too soon. He threw like a 50-yard bomb.
Other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Janu!
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates
this
entire
Glenn.
game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Come on, Glenn, you're better than this.
This is taken at the 23. Not a big deal on that one, just your everyday 67-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here are the Chargers to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Play 56. Mike 56. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 56 to Mike.
Now Jackson on 1st down. That's complete.
Oh, let's go, Slayton.
And an alley to run. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken in at the 1. Breaks free again. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple of extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Wow.
And this is going to be intercepted.
I lose the battle.
Oh, Adderley, just let me tackle him.
Mahomes really is a magical player.
He just did something crazy.
He, in one possession, he just destroyed my lead.
Things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Come on, Glenn.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive
those
goes
forwards
the
up.
wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Tannehill. This one caught by Crowder. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Put your 4s up.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Flat frog. Flat frog. Oh. He only has 89 speed.
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point right down the middle as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Trying to go back to Watkins. Third down here.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On third down, Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the 50, it's Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Richardson. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Packers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game.
Dub.
This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Dub.
Here's Tannehill.
The Raiders go down.
Good shit. I needed that. Yo, I hope Jamal wins.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now.
No, I hope he loses.
Jamal can beat tonight.
No, Jamal just gets lucky plays with Cooper Kupp.
No return here.
As long as they keep coming. Did he beat you?
Yeah.
Is that why you're salty?
Yeah, he got. I hit Kareem Hunt on the goal line, like big hitter fumble with Dylan, and his lineman caught it for the touchdown win. Yeah.
What the hell?
You want plays that are going to gain yardage. How would you say it? Consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Alexander's a superstar.
For last, so to speak, longest run of the day coming here in the
Oh no!
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. And it's Reuben Foster in.
Play some lockdown D.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team.
Well
Do they
played,
want
brother.
him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is
Doesn't
his
even
time
matter.
to shine.
Your ass now.
So it's Charger football
Hope you
as we
enjoyed it.
welcome you
It was
back for the
short-lived.
2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside.
Knocker continues his climb. Doing 84.
Going to go ahead to use
Adderley's
the second
nice,
of their
I'm telling you.
timeouts.
He's going to be
And they'll
ridiculous,
be
man.
disappointed to have to burn one there after
I never
giving
got
up
him
the
that
first
high, though. I
down.
think I got him for like 88 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he was good. I liked him.
Jackson to throw.
Ortiz took over.
And the coverage terrific there as that's
Man,
knocked down and
my
incomplete.
D-line
And give credit
came in
to
clutch
Reuben
against
Foster, the
Mahomes.
linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
Throw that key. Start
So
Ev.
after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Jackson. And a little floater there is
Ooh, and you get
incomplete.
2 extra
Coverage
development
there by
points.
Brian Body Calhoun. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout.
Stop being
As
ass.
they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a kick by
Oh,
Baker.
don't do that shit.
Definitely not the answer.
Dude, you just gotta play the right coverage that allows you to have a roamer.
Yeah, bled a little time off.
Like I like those one where
It's
you're
not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to
where
them
your
right
safety
now because
is
as a
like
defender,
responsible for like
you go out on the
the
field,
linebacker
Back row.
area.
You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
After
And
the
you can just
field
chill
goal,
there.
here's Butker
That was
to kick
honestly
it
the first
away.
game he's played because I've been working on Breida.
And this will be a
He ran really
touchback
nicely,
as
actually.
that sails over the end
A lot of
line.
control.
So the Packers down on the scoreboard. A little over a minute and a half remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down.
Streak.
Back to
He's not quite as
throw.
fast, though.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Yeah, I
Dante
don't have the
Fowler
breakaway
in there to
speed,
drop him
but
as that
he
clock
seems pretty
continues
good for 3 to
run.
4.
That's complete
Yeah.
to his tight end, Higbee.
Yeah.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I think he gets some more time. I
The
think he's
amount of
earned it.
sacks that they've
Him and
absorbed in
Pollard.
this game is absolutely
What, and
extraordinary.
Carey?
Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out,
Nice.
cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked
The computer
away
picks
and
me up every
incomplete.
time, but my DBs are dropping stuff.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
Dude, you better not lose to
Fourth
Schneid.
quarter, maybe can expect more passes like that.
You can't beat me and lose to Schneid.
They're
It just
indeed
doesn't make
going
any
to go
sense.
for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now Tannehill, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to take him down, and the clock will roll on 2nd down. It's Johnson, and he'll get this up to about the 40. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. And that will be incomplete. As
All right.
time has
I beat
run
the
out
CPU, guys,
on this
31 to 20.
football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go
So,
up